Hi friends, welcome to Uniquely Vintage You. My name is Michelle and my sister Cheryl. We welcome you back to our channel. We're so thankful to have y'all here with us today. It seems like it's been forever since I've made a video and have been on here to talk to you guys, but I just wanted to get on here and say thank you so much for your prayers. I have been sick for a little while, but I think I'm finally on the mend to recovery, and I'm so grateful to the good Lord for taking care of me and making me well. But guys, today I want to finish sharing with you my living room and how I have it decorated for Christmas. But if you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing to our channel. We would love to have you be a part of our YouTube family. If you love vintage decor and more of a modern feel, we love to mix new and old things together to create a beautiful curated home. So I hope you'll come along with us as we make these videos. We have so many fun things to share with you. I've got so many more Christmas videos I want to share with you. So I hope you guys will come back each week to see what we have to share. But let's get started and let me share with you the rest of my living room decorated for Christmas. So to get started, I thought I would share with you how I created this green centerpiece right here. And this is on the entry table by my front door. And so this is how I decorated, and I shared this in a previous video with you guys. I will have it linked in the description below. But this is how I did my nativity scene, and I created this beautiful garland. I don't have a mantle, so I just think this is just a pretty area to decorate. But I'm going to show you how I took this vintage candle arbor right there and how I created this beautiful centerpiece. So the first thing I did was just took some of the cheaper greenery, which is a garland, and I just kind of wrapped it around the base. And that's going to give me something to work into. But this is so old. This was given to me by my next door neighbor, and she was in her 90s. And so it's such a treasure to have this from her, and it always makes me think of my sweet little neighbor. But as you can see, I'm filling in the gaps with different pieces of greenery that I have. And again, this is just the base layer. We're going to build on top of that. So when I was in Kirkland earlier this year, I was able to grab one of these Real Touch Norfolk pine stems, and I have the garland. I have several of those, but I haven't had any stems, so I was glad to get this one. So I'm just going to add this over here, and I kind of want it to kind of cascade off the side, and so I'm going to place this into one end. Now I don't have any more of this that I can use in this because I'm using it in other places. So I'm taking the greenery that I have that most resembles this, and I'm just going to place it around. And what I love about this is I'm just using all different kind of cedar picks. This one is one from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to cut it down, and I'm going to add these pieces all around. I also have these juniper berries as well, but this is all going to come together and create such a unique look. So once I have everything in place the way I like it, now I'm just going to add in some pine cones. I think pine cones are so pretty, just brings in that feel of nature, which I absolutely love. I always love bringing the outside in. So I think this looks like I've done that, but I think this is so pretty. And that is pretty much it. The little lights that I have in this candle arbor, they look like flames when they're burning, and I got those from Hobby Lobby one year, and I think I've seen them at Walmart before as well. But I think it is such a pretty display. I have so much red throughout my home. I just think this green is just really pretty on this table. So let me show you what else I've added over here. Now, I did add some stockings over here, one for my daughter and myself, and inside is just a precious picture of my little girl with Santa. I love this picture of her. This is my sister Tammy, and she's so pretty. And then I'm over in the red stripe, but I have that tucked inside my stockings. I have pictures, family photos right there. I did add a little touch of holly into this arrangement. I thought that would just give it the perfect little touch, and it just gives it just a little touch of red, which I like, but there's not a lot. I think it's so pretty. I love this Real Touch Norfolk pine. If you guys don't have any, I highly suggest it. It is so pretty and real looking, and I have loved using it in my displays this year. But down below, I'm just going to add some more of my vintage decor. So I have this flocked tree that had lights on it. I haven't seen one like that, but I just plugged it in and it worked. I have this card with tinsel. This is that old boxes of snow. I love that sparkly snow. Those are vintage boxes of ornaments. So I just thought it would be fun just to kind of share some of my display pieces right here of just vintage Christmas. And then of course I do have a couple of blow molds. I have Santa and Frosty, and they're not lit up yet, but I do think they're so cute just right there. And then of course one of my favorite pieces of all is this gorgeous display Santa that I got years ago. He's so fun. I love pulling him out every year. In his hand he's holding little packages of vintage tinsel, and the packaging on this is so amazing and beautiful, and I really don't have many ways to display it, so I thought it'd be fun just to let Santa hold it in his hands. So I'm really liking how this is turning out. But I love this Santa. Like I said, he's so much fun to pull out every year and use in my home. Okay, here's another thing I love is this little tinsel tree, and I'm gonna put this together. It is so adorable, but I'm using this urn, which I had some asparagus fern in, but I'm gonna take this. This was from a local store, this TG&Y store, and this is from Oklahoma City. I live in Oklahoma, and so here's what this looks like. It comes with a base, and then it comes with a stick. But I'm just going to place this in this urn, and to make it stay, I've just put a lot of bags on top, and then I'm just wrapping bags around that piece of wood just to hold it really securely in place. And then I'm going to add in the base of this the little stem, and then to that I'm going to go ahead and add in my vintage tinsel stems. I have a bigger tree like this. I wish I had a bigger home so I'd have more places to display all of my items, but this tree is so beautiful, and it's the perfect size. I love getting it out every year and putting it up, and I've just added some of my vintage little ornaments that usually go on feather trees. They're so pretty, and so I love having this that I can see and enjoy. You guys will have to let me know in the description below if you've ever had a tinsel tree in your home. But I'm going to take this frame, this oval frame. I've added some real greenery to it. This is where I keep my clock. So to put my clock right there. And then just to top it off, I'm just going to add in little pieces of pine cone, a candle, and then to finish it off, I'm just going to add the sweetest little snowman. So moving below my TV, I have more family photos. Here's another piece that I painted. As I said, I was a tool painter for many years, and so I painted that little piece. I painted this Santa, so I just have him tucked under this table as well. He's one of my favorites. And then I'm just going to add this little tree right here, and that is all I'm going to do except for add my parents' signature. I love having this in my home. As I said, I'm a sentimental decorator, so I bring out things that mean a lot to me, and that's how I decorate for all the holidays, and that's what brings me joy. And I always believe you should decorate in a way that makes you happy and brings you joy. So moving to the other side, this little cabinet I have on the other side of my TV, I have this lighted Santa. I've got these two pedestals, and on top of those we're going to add in some decor. Now I've got this old nativity set. It's chalkware. I don't think that baby Jesus goes with the rest of this set, but this is how I bought it. Baby Jesus is a little too big, but that's okay. I'm going to use it anyway. I think it's precious. So I've just added in some paper shred, and I'm going to put baby Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and the angel inside. I like this look, but in my opinion, I think the angel should be higher, should be glorifying baby Jesus. So I'm just going to pull out the first thing I could find, which was this plug-in piece, and I'm going to sit it down, and then I'm going to take the paper shred, cover it up, and I'm going to place that angel on top. And I think it's the perfect height for this display to make it look like this angel is glorifying Jesus. I just think that's so much better. So now let's add the cloche to this, and that little display is done. So I do have vintage boxes of snow, that mica snow that I showed you earlier. This is one I just bought. It's a replica, but I'm going to use the snow. This is why I bought it, just so that I could actually use this. So it's so pretty. I love sprinkling this along different areas in my home. So I'm just going to add some to the bottom of this tray, and then I'm going to add a Santa, an old vintage bottle brush tree, a sweet little Rudolph, and that display will be finished too. So let me show you the inside of this cabinet. This Joy is the Spirit of Christmas was done by my precious friend, Diane Epperson. Diane, I love this. I love bringing this out every year. It makes me think of you and your precious, precious mama. So thank you so much for this. It's a treasure. But I'm just uh, showing you how I've just added different boxes of my little shiny brights and my little ornament packages. They're so fun. So let's build on top of this beautiful display that I have right here. So there's also a little Jingle Bell card in there, and I'm going to add this cute little wooden candy cane, and I'm going to stick it in the top. But Diane, I do love this little sampler that you stitched for me. Thank you so much. I love seeing it every single year. So I've just added one of these celluloid little Santas. Now I'm going to add this little Santa. He lights up and the bubble light is supposed to work. Mine's not working right now, but I love using it anyway. I'm going to just push him back in here toward the back. I'm going to add some greenery. And then I'm just going to display a couple of other fun vintage pieces that I have in this cabinet as well. And then the last touch to this cabinet is just this sweet little plastic Santa. He's super old. He used to work. You would turn the light on and his nose would glow. But he's so fun, and I'm going to place him down at the bottom. And I just love this cabinet with all the vintage fun Santa pieces inside and my collection of ornaments. So I love looking over and seeing those. I usually don't display those like this, but it's been fun to pull them out this year and use them. So the last thing I did was just add these candlesticks with these candles that are run on a remote. I love these. And that's it. This is the overall look of this cabinet. And again, I just love the way it all came together. You guys will have to tell me if you decorate with a lot of vintage pieces in your decor, or are you just now collecting? I love using these vintage pieces. I love the graphics on the boxes, so it's been fun just to pull it all out and use it this year. So it wouldn't be Christmas without having this one thing in my home, and that's this precious book of my daughter. It says My First Christmas. This is my precious little girl. I love her so much, and this is her Christmas pictures. So when she was a baby. So I love to use that and have it laying there that I can look at. But friends, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate y'all being here. And before I go, I just want to leave you with this beautiful Bible verse. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Friends, if you are a Christian and you love the Lord, God has placed His light inside of you, and I pray that you will let it shine so others can see, that it will draw others to Christ. Friends, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your patience, and I just look forward to seeing you guys real soon. I should have a video on Friday, so hopefully I'll see you then. Bye, friends.